Always makes my day better.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them. After all, what I shared with you about my past, about being saved from the wolf, that is not something I would normally even dream of sharing.
Let's see what this does.
What's on your mind? I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet, generous thing.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last! My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed. Murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Inconceivable.
that we would seek release from one tadpole, only for you to commune with another. I'd chide you if my mind were not consumed by the sight of the fell Prince Orpheus within his domed prison. But make no mistake, I can see the change in you, feel the parasite worming its way through you even further. You have invited your own misery. I will not break our alliance for it, but I will not condone it. What about him? Chuck. I'm embarrassed you'd fall for such an obvious trick. You probably believe the Illithid's twaddle about Vlaakith usurping Gith's throne as well. The astral prison contains not one, but two atrocities. They will use you and abuse you at every opportunity. There is one truth, Vlaakith's truth. Everything else is apostasy. As loathsome as it is, the Emperor slipped one fact into its slurry of lies. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind, one talent of many that drove the Illithids to enthrall him. The Prince is a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Vlaakith was no fool. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end, and trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. So loyal, so beguiled, they were blind to his treason. The Honor Guard's deaths were inevitable, as is the death of their Geich-enthralled prince. I know my mission. Nothing will turn me from it. Vlaakith has a plan, and she knows what part I must play. And she cannot reward me if I hand the Empire to the illithid thrall called Orpheus. Protocol 301. Neither death nor undeath may be a hindrance to Vlaakith's blessing. Vlaakith will know my unfaltering faith. Neither death nor the Absolute will keep me from accomplishing my duty.
Still alive, so that's progress. Swift as my feet can carry me.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
No one back home will ever believe this. With haste.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Anything of use?
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! My cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
What are you calling this?
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
There is so much wrong with that name.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
They're stuck here with no coin and
Never
nothing
allowed
to do.
sweet things right before bed.
You're going to hire all the
Sometime
refugees.
we'll make an exception.
Just like that.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Construction, the possibilities are endless. What do you get out of this? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Investment to get me started.
Seen that for days. My feet hurt.
What are you
I
calling
know.
Very well.
But you'll be in a big... Up on the hill.
Possibilities are endless.
See it? It's up there.
What do you get out of this?
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other. We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
What are you calling this?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we...
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seen that for days.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. On foot and
If I was a Sharon lookout,
What in the hell
this is
was
the
that?
sort of place I'd wait around.
It felt like a bloody earthquake.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay tax. These intruders!
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you will. I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
There's danger to all of us.
We've got diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these...
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Let's see what you've got. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
So don't make trouble.
What are we going to do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I hadn't thought that.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Here we are, Griselda.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
Just a little singed, eh, Scotty? No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't.
Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength. Have you found some place we can wash our clothes yet?
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
These clothes make an empty gown.
Somebody drunk at mine.
Modesty, dear.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? Well, I was going to sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the Gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talked some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Have you found some place we can wash our clothes yet?
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
These clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Piss off, would you? I've got some papers I have to file to get in. Apparently. Bloody bleeding bureaucrats.
Shore up the walls for you.
What?
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Christine is pretty fun. Can't she help out a bit more? My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
We've got to get Grunch at the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah. Even if we got Grunch into the city,
Did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed. Then I guess he better get well. And soon.
I put my money on Christine.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
The state of this cart. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and...
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Look at that! Finest pie the fruit could have made.
Scavenge wherever you can.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist. Right?
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
I don't want to leave.
I know. We'll be safe in the wilds.
What's the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint?
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? It's run or sit on my ass praying. And God won't give a damn.
Pigeons do the delivery. Why don't you take your complaints to them?
You're such a scaredy cat.
Well, that's an excellent idea. We should go straight to the source. Please, in the name of the Tyrant, have mercy.
You got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something. Front page material.
I said, step back.
That'll make a great headline.
Damned outsiders. Swarming the place.
We can't get in. I have family here. They said we'd be welcome.
Take it somewhere else. My hands are full.
Please, my son. He's only a boy.
Headline.
You must understand.
Sir, we can't let you in.
Heartless bastards. If they'd just listen.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
Fascinating.
No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? I'm doing the questioning here. Last time. Name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldurs Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Imperativ!
Can't give up. Can't give up. Not now.
Imperativ!
You won't last much longer.
There must be something. Page material.
I said, step back!
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, or do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Your name?
Well met.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the what your path, it has heard the howls of... It has seen it knows the watcher.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply a...
Fascinating.
Impero.
Taking position.
Takes you.
Imperatus. Imperatus.
Swift and lethal. Got to focus.
Outraged. I've got a long road ahead. This is front page material. That great headline. No traps, please. Fascinating. Our readers will be outraged. This is front page material.
Don't mind if I do.
Cream of passion.
I wonder what the next move is.
Don't touch me.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Light on my feet.
You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
There's a house. Den of decadent delights.
I'll know it when I see it.
I should speak up.
I just want someone.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed. Nothing fishy but high prices. Get your seafood here.
I love honey so much.
Whoa.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
2 doses.
Are you sure? 2? That seems like a lot.
Do you not twitch? To pleasure your fine lady? To feel her fingers grip yours and
Let's go to Khan's Gums. He has the most fabulous
If they make you feel better.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
I'll know it when I see it.
Up there. Down the long stop.
That watcher sent him flying.
Right, it's because we already outshooting
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where your honor falls and...
Hear me out. Jerez's caress also has roots.
Such a prude.
You're not. Birthday boy's just nervous,
In a
but don't
brothel.
worry. Everyone is Jerez's.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Great headline.
You all right? I'm fine. You're the one who took me.
Why did we get in trouble?
What's the rush, so?
Why did we get caught?
Way there and hear the same.
Not a chance. What's the plan?
One night.
For refugees traveling on
Monster.
It's just a man in a costume. It's not real.
Costumes don't draw.
Well, let's go inside. Don't be scared.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
A circus? I love the raucous revelry, the goofs and the guffaws. Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing. Shira hath devoted her body and soul to Ilmata. Find her at the Open Hand Temple.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Step quick.
Get it right this time, or I'll resurrect someone who can!
If I must.
Ah! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me! These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service. Boney, at your service. That there is my darling wife, Stony. Is she not magnificent? To think she chose me. Why, I wake up every morning with a smile on my face. Now, what can I do for you? Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your eye? I shan't tell my wife. She'd be most upset. Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order.
No! Off limits! Leave! Now!
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
Already, Peanut.
Yeah, and I want to see Triples again.
What's the plan?
Look for refugees travelling alone. Or any stupid enough from the Velveteen. Remind them that this is our city. And we don't take kindly to parasites.
Good job, Kate. Should last us the journey.
What if we get caught?
Your white ring being last thing
And they were angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Fascinating.
You are safe, my I love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. I'm exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I...
Never a dull moment. Have to keep going.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
Everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldurs Gate. This is it. I'm almost home. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better. Us. I still love the sound of that. Can't get enough. I'm not surprised. You are perfect. Every time.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. We'd like to know what they've done with it. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act, rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Haha! A kind way of saying, "Ye gods, I hope her dusty bones don't break at the first blow." Fear not for me. I will try my very best to keep up.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no water deep, but Baldurs Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third. I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. It certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation.
Voss was meeting someone in Sheres's Caress. Someone who possesses the key to Orpheus's prison. We should find them at once.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
go.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise. I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Vlaakith, my queen.
I named you Hasharlak, yet you still call me queen.
Venerable Vlaakith, please, I beg you to listen. I seek...
My forgiveness. Yes, I know. And I might yet grant it. I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen.
Chmarzallah, Vlaakith. Your grace is my honor. Orpheus will die by my hand, and I will take my rightful place at your side.
One promise. One drop in the astral sea. Do not fail me, for you would not survive the flood to follow.
what to do.
What am I to do?
At least things have stayed interesting. On my way.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
No time to rest?
No time for dally. Let's get on with it.
Watch your back.
There's no time to waste.
Looking ahead. Breathe deep and move. What's up for discussion?
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
What's in here?
The stone is cold. The parasite within is unresponsive. It has nothing more to give you. The stone is cold. The parasite within is unresponsive. It has nothing more to give you.
It was sickening, watching Lae'zel bow to that monstrosity. I thought she was stronger. Some just grow to love their chains, I suppose. Then I'll see your delicious self tonight. Can we? I suppose we can. I don't know. But isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim. Not a target. Not just one night it's better to forget. But then, whatever in the world could you be?
So, Lae'zel remains loyal to her queen. She's consistent, I'll give her that.
Who knew Vlaakith and Mystra would have so much in common? Both set on flinging their followers towards destruction without so much as deigning to justify it. Lae'zel's devotion is impressive, but if she's not careful, it will be fatal. Gods consider mortals like us a cheap token to trade in for their desired outcomes. At least in my experience.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
I'm listening. It is done. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent. Through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend. I have seen my future in the shimmering visage of my queen, heard it in her thundering voice. Orpheus will fall, and I will have my just rewards. Vlaakith Kork Skatzai! Zai, Zai, Zai! O queen, you've heard my cries. Now, I heed your sacred mission. First, we find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Then, we cleave him from brain to belly. Chamar Zala Vlaakith! Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Once Orpheus is slain, I will take my place in Castle Susurrus as Bart to Vlaakith II. Every Githyanki and every Red Dragon shall know me by the name.
Keep your distance, darling.
Let's get going.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Got private
What path lies before me?
music, and all-round pleasant folks.
But don't worry. Everyone is Teresa's caresses.
Listen to need something like this.
Whatever for? Does the hand not to sister?
Let's go to Calm's Gums. She has the best.
Let's just stick to the list.
If the Absolute's armies lay siege, they won't
Will
give
when
us
you've
sticky
met
fingers.
My good man. Every substance has been tried and tested by yours truly.
What does it feel like?
Almost painfully so.
Guess we should stock up.
Burned. Honey is a luxury.
We don't need to.
Come on, open up.
No time to dally. I must keep going.
No one stopped me yet.
hello.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. I'm ready. I'll take this way. Well, shopping for a suit.
It depends on the person. And their variety.
Get them while they're hot. Do you two have rocks for brains?
Clothes. Butter. Oh, honey. Guess we should stock up.
Money is a luxury. I just want somewhere warm and
I love honey. I love honey so much.
Got 'em all.
Decadent delight.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Outraged.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Need to find a way forward. Something good here, I hope.
Hear me out.
I can't sit.
Teresa's caress.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
10 loaves of bread. Thing with a railway on all fours and
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks. From what I've
And if a patron confuses me for a member,
I'll give it a shot.
Everyone is caressed.
probably break it.
forget your work. These four walls are our world.
just about wetting your whistle.
If your mighty Mars
Of course.
set your worries at ease. Wherever we need, we can get in Worms Crossing.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
My good man.
The stitching on this leather-eyed Iris line. Oh, they're targeting modules. Let the man
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
In a word,
Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
almost painful
You're
as
shopping for a
My
suit.
body burned like
Dinner
when you
with
were
my parents, remember?
And the... How else was I supposed to tell them? They enjoyed it.
It depends on the person.
There are
Can't give up now.
I'd recommend 2 doses.
Everyone is correct.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an elder brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I don't want to free him. I want to kill him.
Lae'zel of Kalir, do you think you can take a blade to the prince while the illithid still binds him? Goodness no. If you wish Gith's long-suffering son dead, you need the hammer. then you will die, along with every other soul in this city. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme, me. You're too kind, and extremely insightful. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's steel and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar. We should do as the devil asks. I cannot slay Orpheus if I cannot break him free.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe. Until then, your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a Diabolus can offer some comfort. Or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
I don't care what he's offering. I wouldn't have been so quick to sign with the devil. Then again, it's not my name on the page, so what should I care? Us. I still love the sound of that. How could I say no? Delicious.
So, a deal's been struck with Raphael, at least. He certainly drew out his sales pitch for long enough.
I'm listening. I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Orpheus free and slicing him open. You're right to question. Devils are slippery creatures. They twist their tongues into knots to convince you a rock pile was mithril. But a broker is as bound by his contract as his buyer. The hammer must be real, or Raphael could never have the crown. When the opportunity comes, we'll return to the prism. Until then, keep the hammer close.